Hello, hello, hello. This is White Collar Forex, the home of professional trading, and I'm back with another video, guys. And it's a new episode of the trading supply and demand series that I started recently. So, guys, in this series, I will be covering um another element of my strategy, trading supply and demand, and we'll be covering impulses and corrections. Right, so impulses and corrections, like main of my elements in the strategy, are quite important actually, guys. It's also one of the major building blocks of my strategy. So let's just begin by defining what an impulse and a correction is, but let's focus on impulses for now. Right, so an impulse move can be described as a very strong upwards or downwards move, categorized by large candles one after the other, with little to no opposing candles. So what that means is, in the case of an uptrend, um, an impulse move will be shown by large green candles, right, with little to no red candles opposing the move upwards, and vice versa with a downtrend move, right? So again, impulses can be categorized into two categories, namely um, impulses that show direction and impulses that are for entry, which usually appear in the lower time frame, while the ones that are for direction appear on the higher time frame, right? So let's get into the charts. And as you can see, I am on GBP yen, Great British Pound yen. This is the weekly chart. I do have a trade currently running. I, it's a week in, over a week in. So I'll be um showing you guys why I entered, um my reasons for entering, and my mental process when I went into this trade. I'm using the rules that I teach you guys, so you guys can actually see that I practice what I preach, and these rules actually work. Right. So, like I said, we are on the weekly, and yeah, let's get into it. Let me just zoom in. As you can see with the black arrow, that was previous structure, right? And previous structure was broken, and it was broken by an impulse move, and this is the impulse move in pink right here, right? Like I said, it's categorized by large, strong candles with little to no opposing candles, right? So that happened, and when I saw that happened, I knew that price had to correct, right? So what is the correction? Well, that's just um almost like saying, okay, well, most people know corrections as retracements. So you could call it a retracement, or you can just look at it as price breathing after um providing a strong move either upwards or downwards. The move that follows that is a correction, right? So when I saw the up move, the impulse move upwards, I knew that price would have to retrace eventually, right? And that would be what I'm interested in taking advantage of, because I know that the harder price rises, the harder it'll fall. Or the harder it falls, the harder it'll rise. Right. So let me show you how and why I entered this trade right here. So we'll be going on the 4 hour time frame, right? As you can see, the black line is where price stopped, right? That's where price stopped. And now it's time to bring out the rules. Let's mark previous structure. This is our previous structure right here, right? What did price do? Price broke previous structure here. I hope you all can see that. Price broke previous structure right there, and then price went up, tested that zone that price left behind, and then shot all the way down, right? Again, guys, like I said, impulses can be for direction, which is on the higher time frame, or for entries, which is on the lower time frame. As you can see here, this move here is can be said to be an impulse move because it did break structure, and it is a lot of large red candles as compared to the green ones. We only have 1, 2, 3 green ones before price went up again to test the zone, and then that's where you would enter your trade going downwards, right? So that's what I mean when I say impulses can be used for either direction or for entry on the lower time frame. So guys, another thing I want you guys to notice is that right here where price broke previous structure, we also penetrated all three EMAs, right? In my previous videos I did mention that I do use EMAs mainly for entries. It just gives me confluence when I take entries, right? So this is the trade that I'm in, but if you notice, I did not enter where I showed you guys, but it's still the same thing. It's just, guys, trading is basically rinse and repeat. So this was our new previous structure right there. Price went from there, took it out, right? Broke that previous structure. This is the move that broke previous structure. This move here in pink, it broke previous structure all the way up down to there, right? So what happened after that? Price left us a beautiful zone right there. And that's where you would enter downwards. And that's where I entered, guys. And I've been in the trade for days now. So another thing you guys must understand, I'm actually a swing trader. I prefer swing trading more than any other form of trading. So again, this was previous structure. Same thing again. This move from here broke previous structure, left us a drop base drop zone right there, and then what happened? We enter again, go down. So guys, that's just basically it. You just keep rinsing and repeating the rules, right? So I know some of you would say, but like if my buyer's time frame is the 4 hour, then how would I enter? Well, let me just show you how powerful the strategy is and how much it works, right? So that green zone, keep it in mind. It's green on the H4. Let's go to the 30-minute chart and look for the entry time, the entry pattern that I teach, right? So the zone was tested. What do? You wait for the entry pattern. So it's not really clear here on the M30, so we would go down to the M15. There we go. Right. So let's mark previous structure. This was previous structure. Guys, so previous structure can be a previous lower, previous higher low, or a previous zone that was formed, and this was the previous zone here, right? And look what price did there. It broke structure, and then what happened? It went up to test a zone, and then we dropped. This is exactly what I did from with H4 and the weekly. Now I'm doing with H4 and M15. In this case, I had to go a time frame lower than my lowest of 3. So it happens sometimes. You just do that to refine your entries and see the picture more clearly. And again, guys, look here how price broke structure and also penetrated all 3 of my EMAs, just like it did on the H4. Right. So I'll talk about the 3 time frame rule in a different video as a part of this whole series, right? But for now, this is why I entered where I entered, right? Let's go back to the H4. So guys, this is the trade I'm currently in. I took 214 to 2.6 thousand rand, which is sorry, let me just check this quickly. It's basically roughly go to current price. It's roughly 367 pips, right? 307 pips. I've been holding for roughly 8 days. I opened the trade on the 29th of October, and today is the 6th of November, and I'm still in the trade. So that's, yeah, roughly 8 days, I think. Also, I'm looking to exit at that gray zone right there, and then I'll just wait for price to give me a pattern to tell me whether we're going to break that zone or we will be bouncing back up and continuing. So yeah, guys, that's just what I wanted to show you. Oh, also, let me just, in terms of corrections, right? Corrections are, like I said, almost like you could say when price breathes after impulses, right? This is okay. This is a downtrend, so the breathers, if I can even call them that, the retracements, basically, are all these areas right here, the green areas right here. And if you notice, the red candles are usually stronger than the green candles. So yeah, basically that's what corrections are. So that's it for the lesson of impulses and corrections, and I hope you guys learned something valuable and you liked this video. If it helped you in any way, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video with your friends. And if you'd like to interact with me, you can follow me on Instagram. It's White Collar Forex. I'm White Collar FX. On Facebook, White Collar Forex. You can click on my Telegram link below, my WhatsApp link. My WhatsApp numbers are also in my description box. If you want to talk to me about anything, or you need help or clarification on anything, yeah, regarding Forex. And thank you for watching. Till next time, this is White Collar Forex, and I'm out.